YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Clutch. I'm gonna get right into it. So everybody has seen the video of the father bringing the food to his child, and the mother was not allowing him to bring that food to his child. She wanted him to feed the rest of her children that she made outside of him. I went on the the lead attorney show to kind of break down what had happened in that situation and what he could have did differently and what are his options after moving forward. And the stuff that he told me it put a lot into perspective and it gave me a lot of insight on certain things. So I just kind of wanted to break it down with y'all today. So let's get into it.
What is adults saying the wildest things? What is he saying? He said, listen, this damn video it's not a good look for her. Can he go back to court somehow? Can he file for maybe joint legal custody or something like that? The answer is yes, he can go back to court. No, he's not going to get the result he wants. What's going to happen if he goes back to court? I'll tell you, AV might give you one answer, but I'm going to give you the real.
So I'm going to stop it right here real quick. Right here, I want you guys to know that this is a 20-year attorney in this field. So he has a lot of knowledge in this space. So this is why I chose to speak with him regarding this matter. So we'll continue.
I'm going to give you the real answer. The real answer from practicing for so long, if he goes to court and shows the court this video that we've all seen, which really, to be honest, I know I took the position of arguing for this mother. This is really a terrible mother, right? But even the way the co-parenting skills, just talking to this man about a problem, there's no reason she had to throw the food on the ground. There's no reason she had to scream and holler and curse and call them the N-word all these times. Clearly, the children were in the building.
And I'll pause it right there. The children were in the building, and that's the thing. She could have been cordial with the gentleman and just going about things another way. Maybe call him beforehand and say, are you bringing food again? Is there any way possible you can bring some for my other kids? If not, she shouldn't feel entitled to getting for him to bring food for kids that she made with other men. I mean, where were the other baby daddies? Why couldn't they bring food for her kids? Why couldn't she have food for those kids as well and say, you know what, are you bringing McDonald's? Okay, I have $10 to my name. Just buy a cheeseburger because I can afford 2 other cheeseburgers for the other 2 or 3 kids, and then they can all eat together within my place. Or when you come, I can allow you to have the child eat with you in the vehicle, or you guys can go to a park and then eat, and then you can bring the child back. But anyways, I'll continue.
The children could be standing right at the door, and she's calling the children's father. Like that's terrible parenting skills, right? So the judge is going to look at this video, and the judge is going to, in the judge's head, the judge is going to be like, "This is a piece of mom." But what is the judge going to do on paper? The judge is going to say, "Okay, well, mom, we're not switching custody, but what we're going to do is give you some parenting classes. So you're going to take some BS parenting classes for 4 weeks to learn how to co-parent. And then we'll send you on your way."
So, and I'll pause that right there. So as you can see, what the lead attorney is explaining is that she's basically not going to be held accountable if he brings this video and brings it to the judge to kind of renegotiate the custody order. And that's pretty much it. So there's nothing really holding her accountable to, I guess, be a better mother. Now, I would say though, if she decides not to go to these classes and not listen to the judge, then yes, maybe there might be consequences because the judge is going to feel some type of way that, oh, they're not listening to my order. Okay, fine. But I'm going to go right back into what lead attorneys is saying here.
Now, what's the problem with that? The problem is the father had to pay $5,000 in attorney's fees to get to that point. Now, let's be honest. And, as a 20-year attorney, you just pick up on so much. A 20-year attorney can tell if someone can pay $5,000 or not. Immediately when somebody walks in the door, I'm looking to see how you're dressed, because that's going to affect whether I offer you a $3,500 retainer, a $5,000 retainer, a $7,500 retainer, or a $10,000 retainer. And a retainer is just to start. I'm looking at you. I'm sizing you up. And you do it by nature. It's second nature. When I saw this video, I saw two things. I saw the way he was dressed, and then I saw this. I saw the car. I was like, nope. He did.
I'll pause that here because that made me laugh. Because, I mean, my personal opinion is that the mother knows that he ain't really got much. He's not going to really push that hard because he's going through hard times as well. And that's the thing. Girls like this, toxic women like this, they thrive off guys that are not disciplined. So guys who just basically think with their dicks. They will just sleep with her. So she don't respect him. She just thrives off the fact that, oh, he'll be back to have sex with me and he ain't worth nothing. He's only good for a good night and then that's it. So this is part reason why she just doesn't respect him. That's why she's treating him that way. And she probably just not happy of their situation of them not together anymore. But again, I'll go right back into the video. It's almost finished here.
Does not have $5,000 to lose on a case to risk it. You know, not the way he's dressed. And just look at the neighborhood too. Look at the neighborhood. This is not a man who can risk $5,000 so that the mother is told to take 4 weeks of parenting classes. So he's kind of frozen out by the economics of the family court system. Lord knows if he goes in there alone, he could be ordered to pay her attorney's fees. He ain't got the money, right? He's just trying to be a great dad. This is how men are in this country. You're trying to be a great dad, but you're beholden to the mom. The mom has all the cards. You're begging. Can I bring my kids McDonald's on Tuesday? And the mom's sitting back. Yes. And then, can I bring my kid McDonald's on Wednesday? No. I mean, she's like, it's all up to her. And are you going to pay? Is this man going to pay the $5,000 to lose so that the mother is told, you need to co-parent better and you need to take parenting classes? And guess what? Guess what's going to happen? Guess what's going to change after those 4 weeks of parenting classes? In terms of the mom, nothing. She's still going to be ratchet. She's still going to be ghetto, and she's not going to change at all. Right? So this man just lost $5,000 that he could not afford to lose. Right? So when you ask, can he change custody? Clearly, he's a good father. He should get 50-50, but in this country, we're just not giving 50-50 like that. Maybe in 20 years, you know, states are coming around, but it's difficult. So that's to answer your question. In reality, this video changes nothing, unfortunately, because it really should change so much, right?
That's a big issue in terms of the unfairness in the courts against men or fathers, especially fathers who are trying to be in a child's life. It seems like sometimes when they're trying, they get the most difficult time. But in this case here, yeah, I think, in my opinion, he was a great father. And she definitely said some wild things. She should be on Adults Say the Wildest Things because, boy, oh boy. I do understand, in her fairness, yes, it's about the children, and the other children will feel jealous or upset if they were to see that one child eating McDonald's in front of them. But again, she could have found a different way about it, and she could have say, hey, you know what? Take the child outside. The child can go outside for a walk or a drive, and he can eat the food, spend that little extra 5 minutes with his father, and then that's it. If there's a court order and that's not his day, at least if you want to facilitate a healthy relationship with the father, just let him see the little 5 minutes with his son. It's not going to hurt anybody. If you're really for the best interest of the child, I mean, but anyways, I'm going to get right into the response video that she did, and we'll go from there. So
the whole world is basically bashing me right now because I'm the baby mama who was upset at her baby daddy because he only decided to give his child McDonald's and not the rest of my...
Guys, watch this video and tell me you don't already see red flags. Just watch the video and see what I see and let me know where she's messing up. But I'll continue.
And not the rest of my other 3 kids. I have 4 kids. You knew the situation when you dated me. Our child is the youngest child. So keep that in mind before y'all make me the villain. That means
Pause that right there. She said our child is the youngest child. Again, if she knew that he's no good, if she knew these things about him, whatever, it goes both ways. Why couldn't she just say, okay, you know what? I don't want to sleep with you anymore. Let's just keep it co-parenting, etc., etc. But she decided, okay, you know what? I'm going to still lay with him, possibly get another oops, have another baby, and then there's more issues. After the first child, you would have said, you know what? Let me be more responsible with how I do things. It's already, the mindset is already off. And she's basically banking on him that he's going to continue to make bad decisions so she can blame him to say, you know what? Yeah, it's his fault because he continues to lay with me. Like, what? Like, the bad decisions goes both ways. You can't just blame him. And then the other thing I want to address, why I told you guys pay attention to this video, is look at the makeup. Look at her hair. Look at the nails and everything. If she got money to do all of that, you got to budget your money better. If you're having a hard time feeding your kids, or the dad is, all the kids are hungry, like I said, another option is call him up and say, what are you going to bring for him, bring for your son to eat? And then she can go out, buy that same meal or sandwich, get it for the other two or the rest of her own kids that she made outside of him. And then when he brings the food over, then they all can eat together. She can find a compromise, a middle ground. But why she can't do that? Why? Because she's toxic. She's making bad decisions as well. She doesn't really want to work with him. She's just upset and in her feelings, the fact that they broke up and it hasn't worked out and he's not around anymore like he used to. At least not the way that she would want him to be. But anyways, I'm going to get right back into the video and let her explain herself.
that means all my other kids knew him. He was buying the McDonald's when we were together. My kids have to go through a transition of our breakup as well. Like, yeah, me and you broke up, but my kids got to feel it too. So now my kids have to see only one of their siblings get McDonald's and not the rest of them. And they know it's coming from you because, of course, like me and you used to be together. They used to see you. You used to do it for them. But now you don't want to do that for them anymore. Like, to me, that's petty. That's petty. Like, it's not.
See, she's talking about him being petty when she threw the man's drink on the ground that he bought for his son. So are you going to match that energy, or are you going to be the bigger person and be for the best interest of the child? So that's what I'm saying is I can't. I just can't. Well, I'm going to go back in.
It's not fair. Like, you're not finna give one child McDonald's and not all the other kids McDonald's. Like, I'm not going. And then on top of that, you mean to tell me you can dib and dab and want to do it sometimes, but yet you can't feed all my other kids McDonald's though? That's what you mean to tell me? Like, I'm not going for that. I'm going to stand on what I said, and I don't care what everybody else have to say about it. Y'all could judge me. Oh, well, I could be the villain, but I said what I said. Like, if you can't bring everybody McDonald's, then can't nobody have McDonald's then. Period.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. If you can't give them McDonald's, then no one can have McDonald's. Period. So here's the thing. Bottom line is, especially what I took from the lead attorney, is that she knows that she has the upper hand, she has leverage, and she's going to exercise her power. If the roles were reversed, she wouldn't be moving this way. Situations like this, we blame the father. Oh, he could have did this better. Yeah, he should bring food because the other kids will feel bad. But why is it that the onus on him to do the right thing? Why can't she do the right thing? Why can't she be held accountable to do the right thing and meet him in the middle? Is it right what she's saying? Technically, yeah. I mean, it's for the kid. It's not the kid's fault that she made those poor decisions. But again, he shouldn't be responsible for the kids that he didn't make. So again, the courts are not going to take her kids away because of this situation. Like the lead attorney said, she might just do some little classes here and there or whatever, and maybe a slap on the wrist. If she's being difficult and challenging, especially challenging the judge, yes, they might take those kids away and give him full custody. But other than that, keep doing what you're doing. Stay in that child's life as much as possible. I know it's easier said than done, but thank y'all for watching though, and till the next time, peace.